Hey, welcome back to another video. Today's video, we're going to be reviewing all of the backlinks that I've gotten back from Fiverr. Now, if you didn't see my last video, basically I put it in order of about 100 different gigs on Fiverr, and what I got back is kind of surprising. To be very honest with you, it sounds like a really dumb idea. It sounds like a really stupid idea, but the reality of things is you've probably thought about purchasing these backlinks on Fiverr at one time because you wanted to increase your website's domain authority or you wanted to increase your website's actual rankings. So what I did is I reviewed all of the deliveries that we've gotten back, but first I wanted to show you what I'm going to be doing to quality check some of these backlinks and what you need to be doing to quality check the backlinks that you're getting from potential vendors and how to actually go through that process. Probably the first thing that you want to do is you want to log into a tool called Majestic, and this tool is really nice because what it allows you to do is actually take a look at backlink quality. For example, if I put my agency's website inside of here, Develomark.com, you're going to see that our website generally has clean backlinks, which means the trust flow being a 35 and a citation flow being a 42 means that the amount of backlinks coming to the website often balances off because of the quality of the backlinks. Trust flow is usually indicated as your link quality, and citation flow is your volume. So you never really want these two being completely different. You never want your trust flow to be low and your citation flow to be high because that tells you that that website is getting just way too many links at once. Now, similarly, one of the things that I look inside of Majestic too when I'm doing some of this backlink stuff is I look at the topical trust flow. For my business, we are definitely in the business to business category. So it does make sense that we are getting most of our links from business types of websites. If we were doing something and our category was completely misaligned, like if it said all of our links are about space, then that wouldn't really make sense with my company. That's often the first signal that you can find about a bad backlink. Similarly, I like to look at something called the actual anchor text, and this is how are people referencing your website on other websites. So when I look at these Fiverr backlinks, I really need to make sure that I'm following this process to ensure that they are not spammy backlinks that are coming through to my website. For example, right here you can see that our top 10 anchor text generally looks like it is clean, and these are natural and relevant. Since Develomark put our logo at the bottom of a lot of client websites that we work on, generally speaking, we're going to get a lot of natural backlinks that way, and that ultimately doesn't increase our rankings much. It's more of kind of just a backlink that's there, and it's not contextual. It's more so for design. But yes, you can see that the anchor text of our domain looks good. First thing that I wanted to show you is all of our orders that we did on the last video really looks like they've actually gone in and been completed. So when I was reviewing these orders, I found out a lot of interesting things that you're gonna wanna hear. The first one is the title that you read on Fiverr is usually not true. You're usually just not buying what the seller is selling you. Instead, they're selling you something that takes them very little time. They can write one article and it gets submitted to all of these different types of directory type sites, which some SEOs on the YouTube call them foundational links. And arguably, you don't need these foundational links to rank on Google. It is a very big misconception, and sellers on Fiverr are making a fortune doing it because you're buying into it, and so am I, right? I bought this just recently. And I wanted to show you just an example. Let's review our first Fiverr backlink purchase that we made. So this seller, as you can see, is saying, hello, please check backlink Excel file, and he has 2,200 high quality backlinks from high authority domains of high DR, DA, and TF, which will boost your high competition keywords also. Guys, don't get fooled here. High DA and DR is basically the same exact thing. The only difference between DA and DR is the two platforms, Moz and SEMrush, that report on these types of things. Those are the ones that really have named those for their platform. These SEO sellers are gonna use a lot of fancy words to try to get you to buy things, to manipulate you into buying some of the things that you've read online that have been important to your rankings. So let's take a look at what we actually got delivered here. When I take a look at what this seller has given me, they've given me something that looks like this. And basically what this is it's a user-generated profile on a website called cplus.com. Now, many of you may argue some of these foundational links are going to tell Google, give Google a signal that your website exists because it has a contextual backlink. At the forefront, really, I got what I was delivered, right? This is a backlink. You can see that the website URL is listed here. There's a description. There's a username for that business that was created. generated. And you can see it was joined basically the day that I ordered it, which was Christmas Eve. It looks like it was delivered a few days after that. These user-generated profiles often do nothing for your SEO rankings, and they can actually be bad for your SEO rankings when they're created at scale. Looking at the topical trust flow of this user URL is not going to help my case because it's in computer software. So for a roofing business, which the one that I actually pointed to, is really not going to be helpful. For Develomark, that user profile might make sense, but it's really not going to have a ton of SEO impact. So it's really easy for these places to market, we're going to send you 3,000 backlinks, when in reality, they're just a bunch of spam user-generated content. So let's move on to the next one. So the next one decided to use some hugs and kisses inside of their delivery report. So they said, here's the delivery report for your order, heart 100 and kissy face. Once again, when I look at this order, this is a very similar situation to what we just saw purchased. In this event, it looks like they went on some website called Pbase and they created a profile for my actual business. You can see that if I actually do search Pbase inside of a tool like Majestic and I click this and paste it, I'm going to get pretty satisfactory results in terms of the trust flow and the citation flow, but that's not really what I'm worried about here. After doing just a little bit of analysis on this link, when I take a look at it, you can see that 81% of its topical relevance is about actual computer software, and arguably not a good backlink for a roofing website in general. You should really strive to get backlinks that are topical of relevance to you. That's why when we put our logo at the bottom of our clients' websites, they really don't have much of an impact because they're all different types of businesses. Us putting our Develomark logo on a roofing website really doesn't make sense because when it points back to us, it doesn't give us really any value. You've got to get more topical relevant backlinks that come back to your website, and a lot of the sellers on Fiverr.com, if they can figure that out, they're going to get a lot more sales from people like us who are looking to get these backlinks purchased through there. So once again, these profiles don't really do much for me. Yes, they click over to the actual URL, but I just taken a look at this and noticing this actually is not the URL that I provided. So this seller couldn't even put in the correct URL, and I would imagine if I were to take a look at their entire report of all of the links that they have submitted, all of the URLs are being sent over to a 404 page. Just so you know as well, in the event that this happens, you're gonna wanna redirect this URL back to your homepage so you don't lose any link flow if there's actual value inside of that actual link. You don't wanna lose any link juice, I would redirect it. Once again, this is a seller that put in a 404 link on the website. The user-generated spam wasn't great anyways, and so therefore another flop there and just ultimately a complete waste of money. So let's move on to the next one. So the next profile actually went in and submitted their order, and this one is a little bit different from the two that I just showed previously. This one actually is a post that looks like this. So finally, after 3 of them, we're actually seeing our first contextual post on a website with it's not a Web 2.0 profile or it's not a Web 20 profile, and it actually has an article listed to it. Now, taking a look at this right away, the copy's probably not the greatest, right? Rooftops are viewed as one of the most basic parts of your home, so likely nobody's probably reading this, and direct traffic coming from these blogs going to your website is a really strong Google indication feature for rankings. And the reason for that is because the blog is sending not only the backlink to your website, but actual visitors are flowing through that link, telling Google that that is a popular post and your site deserves some of that link juice for it to rank up higher inside of the search results. Looking at this post also, the seller did successfully put in the link here, and it actually does go to my website, so I'm kind of happy about that. And once again, a very, very basic post created on a website called Production Gear. Let's take a look at this URL just from a basic standpoint and see if this URL is worth anything. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it into a tool called Majestic. I'm gonna copy and paste it inside of there. And when I look at this, the trust flow and citation flow really isn't that bad. The quality here at 22 versus 33, that's actually quite a good ratio. And looking at this right here, the topical trust flow, of course, I'm not expecting any post on Fiverr to give me a solid topical trust flow. I know that these sellers are selling links that they have access to. Now, going down, let's take a look and see if we can find any signals of spam, right? The only thing that I found was the topical trust flow. Looked a little bit weird, but ultimately, it looks like this website has a lot of the video gear and really hasn't been spammed too much. So ultimately, yeah, I think this actually is an okay backlink that's contextual that goes to my website, especially if you're in the travel vertical or if you're linking to a post about travel just in general. That's also effective. If you have an article, if you have a page that you're trying to rank and you know there's sellers online that have access to these links and you don't want to do this work, that's topical. Page authority is a very real thing. Google doesn't necessarily look at your entire website. They're looking page by page to ensure that there's topical relevance with all of the things that you're doing. So this post actually isn't terrible. Now let's take a look at its domain rating by popping it into SEMrush to see if there's any sort of SEMrush value that we're going to get from this actual post. So once again, I'm going to put this post into SEMrush here, and you can see that the authority score is 38 out of 100, but there's one massive issue that I see here with this domain is the website relatively has absolutely no traffic, which is not a good sign. So basically you're buying a link on a dead website, which can be a complete waste of money. The links that you're getting, the links that you strive to get, the links that you want your clients getting should be links from websites that have had traffic to them and currently have traffic. So this one, I would completely dead as well. The topical trust flow looked okay. The citation flow looked okay. Its site's getting links, but it's completely dead, which basically makes it a private blog network, a PBN, which is not an effective method of ranking in today's world. So let's move on to the next one. This is a link that we got from somebody throughout those things as well. And you can see it says how to build a roof frame was the post that they inserted the link on. And the link is probably somewhere here on this page. If I just search roofer and CT, I could probably find it. So the link is here and they actually linked out to the correct URL, which is very, very nice of them. And once again, let's take a look at this URL and just see if this link is worth keeping or if it's even worth buying, right? So last site did well. This site, way better trust flow, way better citation flow. Topical trust flow is regional and Middle East. That might not be good. That's never good. Anytime that it's regional or Middle East means it's not going to rank for American keywords, right? Because that doesn't really make too much sense unless it's a really high trust flow. And then you can see here that the actual anchor text are a lot of hair extension anchor text. So probably not the best link to go through to our website, but ultimately better than what the people were showing us before in that sense. Also, let's take a look at SEMrush. Let's see if this website has any traffic. If it does, then it might actually be a good link to keep. If it doesn't, probably want to remove it. So let's take a look. So guys, as expected, does not have a great score here, right? It has an authority score of 30, no organic search traffic, so nobody's going to that website. That means that it is spam. It is a private blog network. That is what you are buying here. You are not buying a website with any traffic, okay? That is really important for you to know because if there's no traffic going to this website and you're being listed on that website, there's no true value being created for the user and there's no true value inside of the search engines. It's all just spam. Going on to the next one, Hodcar, right? Very similar design to the previous one. So this seller, what they're doing is they are just selling private blog networks in a form of backlinks that you are purchasing that are ultimately going to penalize your websites because these websites have absolutely no value with what you're actually purchasing in. So let's take a look and see. They linked out to our commercial page, right? So that's exactly what we told them to do. And when we look under the roof, when we look under the hood and we try to take a look and see what the value of this website actually is, you're probably going to get a similar situation here where you have a high trust flow and a high citation flow. And then when you search in SEMrush, you're probably going to get the same situation where the website has an authority score, but there are no people going to the website. Just a pro tip as well. Whenever you're looking at these backlinks, look at the keywords that people are typing in of how people are getting to that website. So you can see Miss Flower, Miss Honeycream, how to hang string lights in a barn. Those are the different types of things that qualify this website as a complete private blog network, and I just would not recommend to buy. Looking at a next post, this is a post that I got back from another seller that told me they were going to give me high quality DA70, DA80 backlinks through some websites. And you can see that this is a Telegraph post that links back to the website link that I gave them. Now, at a beginner's eye, if you are just starting out SEO, you may look at this and say, Ruan, I'm going to do what you just told me. I'm going to search this, and you're going to see that Telegraph has low trust flow, high citation flow. Not a good link here, right? Not a good link, because what that means is it's getting a lot of backlinks through various sources on the web, but generally all of the backlinks that it's getting from the web, basically they just have worthless domain authority, right? Telegraph, looking at it as a beginner, has a lot of organic search traffic, which may sound good in theory, but in reality, this is called a Web 2.0. And Web 2.0s generally don't rank your website that well. It's a really big myth out there that they do the job in ranking, but in reality, there's a lot of other ranking factors that you can focus on that are not Web 2.0 that are going to get you some of that result. And once again, looking at this same thing here, and this really gives testament to the fact that a lot of these gigs that you're purchasing on Fiverr, these sellers are just writing a paragraph or two and then posting it on some syndication software that everybody preaches. That syndication software puts it on hundreds of websites, and you can tell that this is true, and my hypothesis is true here because the text on this backlink that they gave us is the same text on this backlink that they gave us here. So therefore, this seller is just marketing their software that they're using from some company and writing a thing and posting it everywhere for you. And really, these Web 2.0s, you're just completely wasting your money, and it's not getting you any results at the end of the day. So, all in all, my review on this stuff of the backlinks that were purchased on Fiverr after looking at almost all of the sellers on there, just be very cautious. And if your SEO methodology, if you believe that you do need to get these foundational links, get them the right way. Get them by listing your business on Better Business Bureau. Get them by listing your business and doing something local and actually getting some of these foundational links that are going to actually help you rank and have use and have actual utility. A lot of these things that you guys are doing have no utility. So why would Google give you any search traffic? In my next videos, I'm going to buy from a different source of places to get it from, and I'm going to show you what quality actually looks like. Yes, it costs a pretty penny to get a quality backlink, but at the end of the day, you need it to be topical, you need it to have quality, and you need the site to have actual search traffic so you can rank higher on the search engines. So guys, thank you for watching today's video. I hope you get some value out of this, and reassess how you go about backlinks.